welcome to Tea Time. I'm Chetty Narula. We're at Ambi Valley Golf Course. The sun shining brightly onto us with a slight bit of a nip in the air. Perfect weather indeed to play golf. And we're at the second edition of the Standard Chartered South Asia Golf Tournament, where about 100 CEOs from all over South Asia have come here to take the coveted trophy back home. Let's take a look at what's coming up on the show today.
On the show this week, we have Standard Chartered South Asia Golf Tournament from Ambi Valley.
A whole bunch of good friends all over, so it's a wonderful game to play on a wonderful day. So thank you, Stancy, as they say.
This is one sport you can play till your next day into the grave.
I'm just looking to enjoy myself. I'm not looking to finish in any position, because I've played enough golf to know that if you're pushing for a position, you'll never get it.
In news, Zach Johnson wins Northwestern Mutual World Challenge and Thomas Bond wins Nedbank Golf Challenge.
What's the size, please?
And we have also two prizes for it. Well, a company that really believes in promoting sporting activities is Standard Chartered, and here at the Standard Chartered South Asian Golf Tournament 2013, standing here right next to me is Sunil Kaushal of Standard Chartered. Sunil, tell me more about Standard Chartered and sporting activities. You're big on promoting sports, aren't you?
This is a great event, as you saw last year. That was our inaugural event,
Yes.
and we built on the property. We had one in Pune, Mumbai. And then we had the second one in Delhi, which was a huge success. And you got to remember, this is a South Asia event. So we've got not only clients from India, but we've got clients from Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal. And the second edition has raised the bar. It's been a phenomenal success. We announced it sometime in early October, and within a week, it was all overbooked.
Yeah, I saw about 100 CXOs from all over Southeast Asia.
And to think of it, that the course can only take 72.
Let's talk about your foray into golf. I know you've made a foray into distance running before and other sports earlier. How about golf? What prompted you to make this foray through Standard Chartered?
I think golf, in a way, one allows you to engage with a client for about 4 or 5 hours in a pretty exclusive way. Two, it is something which fits in with our strategy, which is high net worth, upper end of the market strategy in this market. While we are a fairly broad-based bank here, for that particular segment, this offering is very, very appropriate. So it's, as you saw today, you've been meeting people. It's been very well appreciated. So for that particular segment, I think this is one of the most appropriate ways to approach. And I've seen that in my experience, 18 years overseas, whether it is in Singapore, Taiwan, US, UK, Dubai. This is a very, very good way to engage clients.
You spoke about engaging clients. A lot of brand connect is something that you end up establishing through events like this. Take me through a little bit of that as well.
We are in a service organization.
True.
And as we think about our banking services, I think it's very, very important that we think about these events also. Because there is no point in having an event, whether it's a golf event or a tennis event or a cricket event, if you're not fully engaged in it, if you don't see through the minutiae and ensure that the customer gets a very good experience.
I mean, you heading Standard Chartered in Southeast Asia, you're an ardent golfer. Is that something conspicuously that you're promoting in your company as well, as a part of extended corporate culture, where you encourage your employees to end up going and hitting a few shots in the green as well?
Everybody has their own form of release, as I think.
Sure.
And I don't think golf has picked up in such a big way. But it's one of the ways that, people are getting engaged. And
Sure.
Yes, it helps. If you have a CEO who likes the sport, who gets involved in it, you've got others who emulate, who get involved in it. And what I've seen is people who once get hooked onto it, they get hooked onto it for life. Because this is one sport you can play till your next day into the grave. So, yeah, it's a
Very
lifelong
well
sport.
put, very well put. What about the players? What has been the takeaway like today from the players?
I think one thing which I would say is the eye for detail that we've ensured. and not me, but the entire team that has ensured that the eye for detail. And we want to make this the best golf event in India, in South Asia, period.
And you play many of these?
We do one, as I said, in Mumbai and one in...
No, in your personal capacity, do you end up playing a lot of corporate golf tournaments as well?
I do, but I think this is by far the best.
Now, Rishi Narayan Golf Management is the one that's managing it. How much are you involved with them as well in organizing this?
There are partners, you know, in anything you need partners, whether it is within the organization or outside of the organization. So they're a very solid partner of ours and they've done a fantastic job.
How many years have you been playing golf for now?
Well, I've been playing for 10 years golf, I think, but I've still not started playing golf if you look at it in the real sense.
All right, congratulations on your second round of the Standard Chartered Golf Tournament right here at Ambi Valley.
Thank you very much.
And wish you all the best, and all the best for the next year as well going forward.
Thank
That was Sunil Kaushal of Standard Chartered Bank with his lowdown on the tournament.
If you just settle down for a couple of minutes, we're going to get started now. But first, I'd like to request our host for today, and please do give him a very, very warm round of applause, the Regional Chief Executive, Standard Chartered India and South Asia, Sunil Kaushal.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this event. For those of you who participated last year, you would be aware that we had our inaugural event last year, so this is the second round, and in the interim we had one in Delhi. The response was overwhelming this time. We have prizes on almost every hole. Go for it and have a great game. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sunil. 30 foreign guests here today who've come in from Bangladesh, Nepal and Sri Lanka. That's why it's called the Standard Chartered South Asia Golf Tournament. So thank you very much for making this such a special occasion. We're ready to go now, so we request you to all load into the carts and we'll sound the bugle in about 7 or 8 minutes once you reach the holes. Have a great day and we'll see you back at lunch.
Okay, so we're standing right here at the starters hut, and the 100 CEXOs of South Asia are all gearing up to have an 18-hole tournament. They're just about to proceed to the first hole. We're going to see how their entire game pans out today. But before that, it's a good time now for us to take a breather on tea time. On the other side, all the action awaits right here from the second edition of the Standard Chartered South Asian Golf Tournament from Ambi Valley.
Last time I won the tournament, so I would actually start with the same thought.
Played reasonably okay, but not that good.
Thank you for staying with us on Tea Time, and welcome back to the exclusive coverage of the Standard Chartered South Asian Golf Tournament 2013 right here from Ambi Valley. Now the breakfast is over, the registration process is over, we've all gotten our sweaters out, the guests have gotten into the club car and they've headed to hole number 1. Let's see how their day pans out. So India Incorporated definitely going to be making their presence felt on the greens. Let's see which is the best hole, which is the worst hole, who wins, who doesn't, and of course Standard Chartered Bank's association with this prestigious golf tournament is something that we're going to be also highlighting.
Just enjoy yourself. Remember there's 18 holes, so even if you don't play well on one, there are 17 others to focus on.
I think Ambi Valley is among the best courses in the world, and the weather is outstanding. This is the second time that I'm playing the Standard Chartered Open, and it's been a pleasure.
Course is great. I think it's beautifully laid out. It's the most picturesque course, I think, in this part of India, certainly.
It actually is very different from other courses I played in because each hole is different, and the weather was fantastic.
I think it's a fantastic experience. Bombay weather is pretty hot and sultry right through the year, so occasions like this are to look forward to.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, today the weather is just perfect, and it's a beautiful day.
Last time I won the tournament, so I would actually start with the same thought.
Well, my game has been quite scratchy today, so I don't think it's going to be something extraordinary.
I think I've had about 3 pars, so the best hole was probably the 7th hole, because we had to elect to play a more difficult pin position, and I made par there.
There was a challenge thrown at us, which is called the power play. And in power play, if you do a par, you get 4 extra points. So we did that.
Played reasonably okay, but not that good, up to my expectation. But in terms of best hole would be, I think, a bogey, 17th.
Well, as expected, some good holes, some bad. We're all amateur golfers, so we don't do this for a living.
It is basically to have our clients from South Asia come here together, and it's sort of end of the year now, so we all work together. So it's basically a networking event for us.
I think for us in Standard Chartered, this is a great opportunity to engage with clients and see some smiling faces because of the well-organized tournament.
If you look at the game is growing, and also the kind of clients that a bank would look for. Many of them are golfers, so I think it's a great association that Stan Chart has with the game of golf, and also promoting the game of golf.
The game of golf will benefit, and certainly I think it allows us, and particularly I work in India, and it's been a delight to have played with my friend from Bangladesh. Where else will you get the opportunity unless somebody, a sponsoring institution like a bank gets people together.
Standard Chartered Bank, I think this is a great branding exercise. It's fantastic. And for us to come and play is very nice.
I think the organization is par excellence. Very frankly, I've played in a lot of corporate tournaments, and I think this is definitely at the top of the heap.
Absolutely outstanding hospitality. I think the arrangements done by the bank and the personal care taken by the CEO of the bank is truly commendable. This to me would be one of the finest invitational golf games that I have ever played.
The organization is quite good. This Rishi Narayan Golf really does a good job.
Oh, fantastic. The environment is excellent, the arrangements is world class, the golf course is superb. So all in all, a very enjoyable morning.
A whole bunch of good friends all over, so it's a wonderful game to play on a wonderful day. So thank you, Stancy, as they say.
I don't think I'm in the winners category at all.
So we are playing good, and we won very good points, and let's keep our fingers crossed.
Anybody can win, just like last time Mr. Mani from Chembur won. So it can be anybody's guess.
I'm just looking to enjoy myself. I'm not looking to finish in any position, because I've played enough golf to know that if you're pushing for a position, you'll never get it.
First of all, I want to say thank you to Standard Chartered for getting so many people together, and for my fellow colleagues, it's a great way to bond. Most of them are from the corporate world. It's a good way to talk and understand what's happening in their businesses, and that's going to help us in the times to come.
So right here at the Standard Chartered South Asian Golf Tournament 2013, I have with me the Asian Games gold medalist champion Rishi Narayan, who is now an ardent promoter for the sport as well through his company called Rishi Narayan Golf Management. So Rishi, in its second year of organizing Standard Chartered South Asian Golf Tournament, how different it is from the year that we were here last year?
Well, I guess this year what's happened is that the popularity of the tournament has increased, because after last year's edition, people, the reputation has grown. So we've got much more demand this year. We've got 2 full days. Last year it was like a day and a half.
This year's 2 full days, and there's a lot more going on, a lot more contests on the golf course.
You've got about 100 CXOs from all over South Asia to come and participate over here at Ambi Valley. How do you manage getting 100 CXOs in one place? What kind of a battle do you go through back there in your office? And what is the selection criteria really like when you invite them?
There are some 40 players who have come from Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Nepal. So the country heads of Standard Chartered in each of those countries, they sort of select their important clients and block their dates very early. And then along with all the different partners of various Standard Chartered business verticals around India, they all invite their most important clients. So there's a whole lot of people working, and then everything kind of funnels and comes back to us, and then we coordinate that everybody reaches here on the day. 10, 15 years ago when we started doing this, a lot of people just didn't know what golf was and how they could use golf to bond with their customers or to position their brand as an aspirational brand. Today there's a much larger acceptance and understanding of how golf can help your business. And that's, we're happy to have that, and there are obviously a lot more brands using golf now than they were 15 years ago.
All right, all the best. Thank you so much for joining me. And with that, let's go over to the registration desk now, where the players have just finished and they're submitting their scorecards now.
Best hole was the 9th hole here. I had a par there.
I think the best hole is the 18th, which I think I parred.
Some of the holes have been good, some of them have not been good. But that's life, that's the game of golf.
So suspense is what's really brewing in the air. The participants have just finished their game. They're returning back to the registration area right behind me and submitting their scorecards as well. We will be breaking for lunch and having a few tidbits, after which we will know who has won this coveted trophy.
Last hole, almost got a hole in one.
I hope you had a great time.
I want to thank StanChart for putting up an absolutely excellent show.
Thank you for staying with us on TeeTime. This is the exclusive coverage of the Standard Chartered South Asia Golf Tournament 2013. And thank you for staying with us. Welcome back. We're going to find out who the winners really are as we head to the award ceremony.
But we have the results now, and let's get started. There are lots of prizes, so please welcome on stage to begin the prize distribution, Sunil Kaushal.
I hope you had a great time. If you didn't say yay!
And the prize goes to Shashank Sinha, Prasant Lohia. Atul, we have one more prize. The Monte Grappa longest drive on hole number 4 is Patrick Kieran's. Patrick Kieran. There he is.
Wait, I thought, have you pronounced your word properly? Yep, no, Italian. He's from the Australian High Commission. People here depend on luck more than talent.
Tailor-made SLDR driver.
He travels all the way from Sri Lanka for all these prizes, every year.
So the rule was the bank executives are not eligible for the overall individual prizes.
But you forgot,
on-course
bank executives who are leaving India are not eligible. Bhupinder Berry.
40 points. Great round, great round. Now we've got the winner in category A with a score of 41 points. Dhananjay Date. Trophy, the Callaway watch. Bharat Raula. He wins the GAN voucher, Bharat Raula.
Okay, thank you very much and all the very best.
Thank you very much, Sunil. A big round of applause for Standard Chartered.
Well, the winners trophies are out and the participants have walked out with their prizes as well. Some of them were lucky draw, some of them won on talent, some of them won on lucks. But standing right here on my left are the people who have won on pure talent. Playing off a handicap of 22 in category C was Dr. Iqbal, who's emerged clearly as the winner. How was your day today at the tournament?
Good. Can't complain.
Can't complain. So now tell us something interesting that happened in the last hole while you were playing.
Last hole, almost got a hole in one.
You almost got a hole in one. We're going to go with that. So the next up we've got is category B. You were playing off a handicap of 19. Tell us how your day was today at the tournament.
The day was fantastic. Nothing more to complain. We had a great day today. First two holes were little weak, but later on picked up consequently 5 holes par and 1 birdie. And then the whole 15th, I just missed the hole in one.
Okay,
somewhere.
Lovely. Congratulations.
Thank
Moving
you so
on
much.
to the winner in category A, we've got Mr. Dhananjay Date playing off a handicap of 13. Tell me how your day panned out today at the tournament.
Oh, it went out very well. I want to thank Stan Chart for
Absolutely.
putting up an absolutely excellent show. Very warm hospitality. And it was a great round. The weather was great. Company
Any
was great.
birdies, hole-in-ones, anything
No hole
interesting?
in one, but I hit some cracking drives.
All right, congratulations once again and
Thank
wish
you.
you all
Big,
the luck
big
with your...
thank you to Stan Chat and Sunil Kausal and his team.
Yeah.
Well, that was indeed a very hectic day, but a very power-packed day on the green. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into this very special episode of Tea Time from Ambi Valley, where the who's who of Southeast Asia was seen putting things into perspective and enjoying the flight of a good drive, all puns intended, of course. I'm going to see you next week again from an entirely different golf course altogether with a very interesting CXO discussing business on the green. Until then, as cliched as I may always sound, may the sport be with you. I will see you next week again. This is Sheti Narula signing off from Tea Time.